Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Puzzle Wednesday Pochi and Nyaa. It's the 5th time we've run this wonderful little game, but the twist this time is we have a bunch of new tech in the Discord just ready to be put to the test. Today on the mic with me, I have the wonderful Ratttz.
Hello, everybody.
And the legend himself, Oz.
Hello, chat.
Right, so we will be underway shortly. It's gonna be a pretty fun bracket.
Yeah, this bracket got a little bigger than I expected, and this game is pretty competitive, actually. It won't be, this first round might go a little bit quick, but the last, like, winners semis, winners finals, those games are going to be slugfest for sure.
Alright, I'm up first. It's me and our wonderful T.O. Kirk.
Okay, so I'm a little curious because I just heard you guys mention secret Discord tech that I'm none the wiser to.
Secret Discord tech.
Yeah, so we've had a new player who is currently seated in our bracket, dropping a lot of like cool new math and information about this game. So it'll be really interesting.
Oh,
to
that's
see.
true. Yeah, it turns out the damage calculation for this game works a little bit more mysteriously than we thought. So the game tries to tell you that damage is calculated in like a pretty straightforward linear way, where every time you make a tail, the joints get counted additional times. So the more tails that you have in your pattern, the more damage you do. However, it turns out that there are like percentages and alternative like pathing and stuff like that that alters the way the damage is calculated in a pretty significant manner. Looks like Deka did not want to pop his blue tree, which is why he, swooped his piece out of the way. You'll see Kirk has played this game before. He used to grind a little bit with Amelia, but has like a really dense way of stacking. And if Deka was able to get down to those blues earlier, he probably could have punished that flat stack. We're really on the back foot here. Deka firing off a little mini T, hopefully to get down to these blues. You do want to tank and send a lot in this game, because clearing, when you have all this damage, like touching these big structures, you basically double your damage if you tank and send. It's super good for you. And Kirk is low at board, but doesn't really have a whole lot of going on. Not a lot of material. This game, you're probably looking to like KO your opponent in just a few short exchanges. Here you can see, look at that. Huge damage from a single tree. This game does feature offsetting like Puyo. So players should be like playing footsies and like looking for opportunities to poke, counter poke, stuff like that. Try and avoid stacking into column 4, because if you stack there, you will die. Like, you will get punished and you will die. Kirk switching up from the original flat stack now to more of like a traditional 2-tree type build. You see this one around a lot. Kirk dumping his entire stack, yeah. But it's not enough to kill, and you can refuse to die.
Yeah. When you can just choose to clear, it can be a very diggable game. So
absolutely. And also, like, there's a lot of double pieces, so it's not uncommon to draw a piece you can clear with, like, immediately, without having anything on the board.
Yeah, Deka's already at their trigger. Nah, we're buried again, and this red cluster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, firing back. Oh, the double blues. solid start. Okay. Okay, so Deka's got a bit of a cross here. Gonna build it off to the right side of the board. No branches on the left side yet, except for that one there. Oh, Kirk already firing. Oh, it's only 31 though.
It turns out we can just take those.
Oh yeah. But how much? Yeah, we're just gonna have to fire this. Sheesh.
But now you can see that, like, even though their boards are fairly similar in terms of, like, garbage, Deka has a lot more material left on his board still. Building it back into trees might be a little bit challenging because of the way that it's shaped. But he's able to, like, repeatedly poke and counter poke while Kirk is sort of locked out.
Yellow might be the move.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that yellow chains into... No? Okay. It's gonna transform into garbage.
Yeah, there is a time limit on Crash Gems.
Yeah, I believe it's 2 pieces. Or 2 drops.
Like
okay, so... Deka playing a very persistent game here. Not out of this yet.
Yes, I am.
Oh! Seems I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I didn't have enough of a follow-up after my big yellow attack, or my big blue attack didn't kill.
Oh yeah, here's the jam.
Setback.
I will say one of the things about this game that might not be immediately apparent is that holding down, like, this is the game. Like,
oh yeah.
You gotta, like, putting those pieces down is hands down the most important trait. And developing the finesse to handle these pieces in such a way that you can, like, reliably make trees while holding down is, like, really important. I like Deka's overall board shape. This huge cup that can just, like, hold garbage. And see, he still has access to both yellow and green here. You can still keep building off of him. If he pops this yellow group, then he'll have an immediate tree to start working on in red. That'll open up nice and easy. Do a little counter poking.
Oh, I think the
I got
other...
watched. I was like 1 piece away and he hit me.
Yeah, speaking of screen watching, that's also an important thing in this game.
Yes.
I feel like there's a lot of sneaky things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice that when you switch the type of piece, you get a little audio cue.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you can do some funny audio mix-ups there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a cue to, like, prepare to defend.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And the chain animation's much faster than it is in Puyo.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't have a trigger piece in your next 2 pieces, your opponent is probably going to kill you. You know
what? While we're talking about Puyo, though, the cup formation that you mentioned is actually something in high-level Puyo that's known as U-shape, where the board is basically, you have a high left side and a high right side. So it allows you access to your trigger, also makes for really good tails too.
Sure.
Yeah, but...
Is that a thing also in PvT in order to, like, hold garbage or anything?
Yeah. It's a little trickier, though, since it's not form-based and more free-form to build.
I just figure with Tetris sending random garbage, like, constantly.
Yeah, you'd have to build it in a disjointed way that allows the garbage, like a garbage clear, to trigger your tails. But that's another puzzle game.
True.
We got some crosses here.
Looks like Kirk's
On both
making a
sides.
big old square here, though. Very vulnerable to damage, which is why we're counter poking.
Okay, so we're scrapping. Deka gonna wanna hang on to these greens. Kirk with not so much on the board. Oh, well, actually, this blue structure looks pretty dangerous.
Could be. I don't know how the calculation for this blob is going to work out.
Oh,
This
yeah.
game, this loop. You can't close the loop. Yeah, that's actually pretty huge for Kirk. Especially this flat board. We have to return some of this, and it turns out we just eat it.
Yeah,
But I don't think it super matters. What matters more is that the board is just, like, really disorganized.
yeah, it seems we're a bit back to neutral here. But Kirk does have a lot of red to work with here. Deka with no slouch on the blues, though. Oh, the cross counter!
It's enough. Alright, good games.
Oh, that's... Yeah. The pressure just in the middle of the board, it's kind of hard to deal with there.
Right. I have a feeling I know who's up next. Yep, it is KS and Notester, two Puzzle Wednesday regulars.
I don't think I've seen Note play this before. I'm kind of curious. We don't run this game super often. Maybe only once or twice a year at most. So this will be a pretty interesting match. And yeah, if you haven't responding to something in chat, if you haven't given this a shot, you really should. This is definitely like a great... I would simply wish to play the video game. I do not want to like learn chain forms kind of game.
One of the fascinating parts about this game is how easy it is to just like pick up on an intuitive level. You just make long strings and it works. It's actually really cool that a game that's... It's rare for a game to both be this easy to pick up and also have this much depth.
Yeah.
Because you really can get into some pretty interesting mind games with your opponent as you champ the next cue and screen watch what they have in store.
Absolutely. Chaos got this nice cup shape. Note's looking a little square. So like a small poke here would actually be pretty devastating. But it looks like KS reacting pretty well, actually. And here's a huge attack. Note is not ready to pop these reds, so first round to KS.
Catch Note right on the back foot. The popping of that first chain by Note was good to give themselves like a bit of room to take damage, but they unfortunately just immediately filled it back up.
Yeah.
The tank and send nature of this game means it's very important to give yourself spires, which is kind of unconventional in a lot of puzzle games where they're like explicitly designed to punish discarding into a spire. But in this game, you really want to avoid having a stack that's flat, because the hit confirms into Aiky are devastating.
They really are. Like, because even if you have the piece in your piece queue, you still have to like spend at least one piece getting ready to clear the garbage out of the way. So you might need like multiple pieces of the same color in order to attack back. See, like right here, Note, even if Note got to these blues, it's actually, if Chaos swung here, it would actually bury basically all of the trigger points that would be like good to hit. Because you really don't want to take it from the middle. You want to take it from the ends of the tree in order to get the most tails.
Yeah, because if you take it from the middle, you functionally get 2 half tails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Huge swing from KS.
Right,
And
but this is a big hit back.
Forward.
Oh wow, it's almost enough to offset. But KS has so much material left on board.
Mm-hmm.
That red is like 1 piece away from...
Ooh, interesting choice.
Yeah, that's 78, 89.
Wow.
Another thing to note about this game is the margin time stacks up basically infinitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think it's every margin time you get like a small multiplier that increases damage. And then after your 4th or 5th like margin call, offsetting turns off. It's just off. And then everybody just like slams their biggest tree. It doesn't say which. It thankfully does not like give you an indication exactly when offsetting turns off, which I'm pretty grateful for. Because that way you have to sit there and be like, was that like the 3rd or was that the 4th? Like,
yeah,
hurry up.
It definitely rewards paying attention to what's been going on. Okay, this stack on Note's side of the board is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage, but it is so vulnerable right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's AS is just gonna snipe that. But that tree, how many tiers was that?
It was quite tall. But you just cannot stack in column 4 like that and expect to live super long.
Yeah, that was worth like at least 65.
Mm-hmm.
But because it was stacked evenly, it would only have taken 1 or 2 lines of garbage to pretty much fully shut it off. The effectiveness of poking like this is kind of a good motive to sort of have like a discard color to harass with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sort of, there are like a few trade-offs to poking and harassing in this. So you'll see that, like, in spite of the harassment, Chaos hasn't gotten, like, a massive advantage. The amount of time that you have to spend, like, waiting for the animation to end, the digging out of trees and stuff like that to continue building. Oh, okay. No, Chaos is able to fire this. Sorry, I was just like, wait a second.
Oh, that's a huge hit, too.
Caught sleeping. KS 2-0.
Yes, Notester's Christmas tree was beautiful, but unfortunately, the beauty cannot go untarnished. All right, looks like you and DigiDigi are up next.
Oh, hell yeah.
DigiDigi, another long-time regular of the Puzzle Wednesday scene. Ratttz, I'm not sure how much you play this game.
I've played the video game before. Xerxian thinks I'm okay.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but...
some nice crosses on both sides so far. Alright. First poke coming out from Ratttz. DigiDigi's stack very flat, so this is gonna be a bit annoying for him. He's definitely going to have to waste some material digging things out. Yeah, Ratttz is gonna capitalize on this fact and swing for a big hit. Ratttz still has a lot of really solid material on board, too. Oh, unfortunately does not chain, but there's a yellow on deck. So that's probably swing for lethal. Ooh, big 2-tap from Digi. Ratttz burning a green. Digi has a pretty nice red here in the middle, but Ratttz has a very nice yellow and green split attack on both ends. Alright, that's almost gonna evenly cancel out. Ratttz still has a lot of material on board, though. This green is going to continue to become more and more lethal as time goes on. That's... The margin times are starting to add up here. Is Ghost Row?
There is.
Alright. Ratttz employing the Ghost Row. Alright, the big green's coming in. And that is, like, 50-something damage? I don't remember how many drop in a single attack.
I want to say it's 40 or 45 or something like that. It might be a multiple of 7, actually.
I want to say it's like 28, because I think it's 4 lines. 35 drop in one hit? Okay, it's 5 lines of 7. Digi making a nice, starting off a nice red spire here. Doesn't look like they're gonna commit to it though. Ratttz once again going with a dual cross, yellow and red this time. Getting some nice extra credit with this green on the side as well. Oh, unfortunately the double attack doesn't link up. Ratttz will have... yeah, clearing those blues turns this green into a... oh, unfortunately that collapses the... Alright. Yeah, Rattt's gonna take that one as well. Digi stuck on the back foot after that first attack. Did not have a chance to return to neutral. Alright, DigiDigi still got access to this blue stack on the right. Fortunately, they did not have enough time to continue to add to it. They're just going to commit to rapidly downstacking here. Oh, but the pressure from Ratttz is not letting up at all. Yep, and DigiDigi is going to throw in the towel on that round. Ratttz is going to take the 2-0. Very well played.
Thank you. Thanks for playing, Digi.
Right, up next we have Scott the Oz and Blaster the Fox.
Incredible.
Whoever came up with that, or whoever changed Oz's tag to Scott the Oz was definitely had their Wheaties that morning. That's a big brain play.
Incredible. Hey, Oz.
Yo, what's up?
Your
You're
match
up.
is called.
Oh yeah, I'm there it is.
I love hearing the challenge.
Yeah.
Did you hear that through my headphones?
Your headphones are actually super sensitive today, yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's part of the ambiance, you know?
And they're in game. Luckily, Fightcade seems to be cooperating today.
Oz demonstrating for us how to hold down. You just... Puyo players play this game, like, so fast. Like, there's something else.
Yeah.
They also have Peace Finesse. Whenever I watch Masa play, I see her, like, rotate before she hits the wall. It's,
to,
like,
like,
really
stop
strange.
it early and stuff.
Yeah. I was like, can you stop for, like, a second? Like, that's spooky.
Right. Very good offset from Oz. His stack is really flat right now, so... he's
Yeah,
in
he
a
really needs to
somewhat
clear out
dangerous spot,
Colin
but these preemptive pokes are keeping Blaster the Fox on the back foot at the moment.
Blaster did draw a red. Oh, and Oz blocked up the yellows with the green! I can't even believe it!
Oh, that was such a
That's a
beautiful... That
heartbreak!
was another beautiful Christmas tree soiled.
Christmas. Oh man, we should run. I can't believe I didn't think about putting this on the schedule for December. I'm such a fool.
Oh, you love to see back-to-back the same color, but it's a double both times.
Absolutely. I love making absolutely monstrous towers just like appear out of nowhere. It's great. Oz cleaning up the trunk of the tree here, nice and easy.
Alright, I was gonna swing with the green and get a hearty hit with this 32.
We're gonna experiment with chaining here, but it didn't quite work out.
Alright, Oz has a lot of room to turn this into a very... Ooh, linking up these reds would be a pretty big... At this point, I'm not sure which end is actually better to start the chain from.
That does happen sometimes when you're in the mid game. Oh, we're gonna play a little tanky Sendy? You know it.
Oh, that's a... Into the ghost row? Alright, that is
why not?
Monstrous 86. Gonna be offset to 55, but that's still almost an entire board of garbage. Blaster has a lot of digging to do. And Oz has just dug down to a rather impressive blue stack here. And that is going to be lethal. Yeah, the damage in this game adds up incredibly fast.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2 or 3 margin times in, and you drop 15 or 20 length chain, and you are going to do some unruly damage.
Yeah, actually, one of the things that does is that as margin time increases, the value of making like mini crosses and mini tees really starts becoming like a part of the footsies, where you'll poke and counter poke by making crosses and tees, because suddenly they start covering the entire field in like double wide blankets of garbage, which is all that it takes to annihilate someone's. Ooh, we're taking it from the reverse end. I don't know about that one. But those sorts of things, sometimes you do want to. If you have like an extremely long extension, sometimes, especially if you're like merging groups, you will see players take it from the other end sometimes.
Yeah. Looking at the calculator, it can be pretty unintuitive which end of the chain is actually the better end to start from.
Oh, Tanky Sendy?
Oh, this yellow. Oh, but it immediately gets covered. Greed might not be good.
Okay, we're gaming. Oh, it's fine. Never mind.
Okay, the yellows.
I was worried. I'm actually worried again. Please, Blaster, you gotta start hitting that C button.
All right.
Oh, he got it.
Oz gets these yellows, and that is 87.
Oh my god.
This is not skeleton in cross streams. You can't offset indefinitely. You will take damage even after making a match. Alright, a hard-fought first game goes to Oz. And I see a lot of red in the piece queue here. RNG can be tricky though. Sometimes you see a lot of red in the beginning and you commit to it, and then those were the only reds you were ever going to see in your entire life.
Yeah, the piece queue can be a little bit funny, but luckily it's not quite. There are fewer colors in Puyo, so the odds of you getting truly heinously like ruined is pretty rare.
From Oz. Oh,
the
lack of reds in the piece queue. Oh, but
oh
no!
Yeah, he didn't have a red in time, even though he managed to tank all that damage. And Blaster pivoting to another attack. Fantastic way to close out the round.
Yeah, Blaster sensing a moment of weakness. Good eye on the piece queue, or maybe some just some good timing. Because Oz definitely had a lethal amount of damage in that chain. But much like Puyo, your chain is only valuable if it goes off.
Otherwise, it's just sparkling self-damage.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Oh, Oz, we're going deep. We're greeting you. Oh my god, really? Yeah, let's
70. Wow.
Oh, Blaster's not ready.
Oh, and Oz waited like 10 extra seconds. Oh no, but it doesn't matter. They're just lethal in one hit. Yeah, one big difference between this game and Puyo is your big chain resolves really fast. You do not have time. While your opponent's like 9 chain is going off, you don't have time to add 3 links to your own to build something up to offset it.
Yeah, you have to have it.
Yeah, it rolls in instantly.
And I appreciate that, actually. I hate, like, sometimes I feel like I get robbed when I attack my opponent and they're able to place, like, 3 or 4 pieces in order to draw their trigger piece. Like, you can't see it in the piece queue.
Yeah. I sniped you. I was looking at your piece queue and I saw that you didn't have any options. Why am I being punished?
Yeah. What have I done to deserve this?
Uh-oh, here comes a big hit from Blaster. Oh, no
yeah,
green.
the perils of a flat stack. Yeah, it's really surprising how your stack could be understood as flat if you have as few as like 4 or 5 pieces in column 4. Like, it's really that severe. Ooh, we're getting access
but
to
it's
the blues,
here.
though?
Alright, I'm just gonna set it off immediately.
We do have some cleanup to do here.
But that is a lethal amount of damage. Oh wow, the Ghost Row clears, so Blaster is still...
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the Ghost Row is basically entirely in play, which is unusual. Normally, things in the Ghost Row don't clear, or there's some like special rule. Here, the Ghost Row is it's just there.
Yeah.
It's just a row you can't see.
Phew. GG's Blaster.
Right, with that, we progress on to winners round 3. Unless we're going into Deka losers. Is it my turn? My time to shine?
Looks like we're
Looks
doing
like
some
it is.
users. Decoozers.
Gonna send me down into Gerudo Valley. Right.
Okay, no, wait, you're doing a bit. I was gonna say, I'm like, I say, say Gerudo, and you're still on the Ganondorf thing. That's incredible. You're something else. Oh my god, I can't believe I hang out in Puzzle Wednesday a few nights a week, and I acquire HoloLive trivia or like VTuber trivia, and I'm just like, why must you do this to me?
Sorry.
Are you?
No, not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I still know next to nothing about VTubers.
About
Though
VTubers?
Idol Showdown was at CEO Taku, which was pretty funny.
That's a video game, yeah.
Yeah.
I played Coco in that, and then I was like, I should check if she's streaming, and it's like she's super retired, and I'm like, well,
yeah. All right, are we going to come on?
Oh, the black screen.
It's the black screen, but it's not the I failed to connect black screen. It's the I think it's waiting black screen.
You may have to
I may
swap
have to
sides.
Just swap. Yeah, that's probably the case. All right, KS, challenge me. I'm ready.
Challenge me.
It's not a Fightcade bracket if there aren't funny player 1, player 2 connection issues.
Oh, speaking of player 1, player 2, did you know? I learned today that player 2 in Karnov's Revenge gets +1 on their frame data on everything.
Now, why would they do that?
Programming oversight. I don't think it was intentional. I think that literally the way that they calculate or they animate forces a +1 on P2. It's so funny. It's just so funny. Are you back in the black screen dimension?
All right. I have been challenged again, and we are loading, I think. It's not usually a good sign when I get the black screen. Usually nothing pops up on my end, and my opponent is stuck at the black screen. This is new territory for me.
Connected.
Did I just... Oh no, it's still going.
Man, Tetris effect.
We're all connected.
We are connected, you know? Every single one of us.
I gotta zen out to that game again.
Yeah? I haven't played it all that much. It seems fun.
It's pretty fun. I kind of want to experience that in VR. It seems like it'd be pretty good.
So explain to me while we're staring at a black screen. Regale me. What is the point of the zone mechanic? Do you just not receive garbage when you're zoning?
The zone mechanic is basically, I guess, the equivalent to Tetris Fever mode. You basically just clear lines and everything cascades to the bottom, and it clears your board. I think Tetris Effect Connected has what is it called? Garbage delay? Garbage something.
I see.
Garbage blocking, where basically you can prevent garbage from being sent by clearing lines until you can't clear anymore. So that is how it works. We still black screen?
Yep.
Unlucky.
I have
Wow.
I have somehow inflicted the debuff that I usually have on KS. Usually I'm the one waiting for the screen to open and they have the black screen.
Did we just have a streamer fail a connection test? That's pretty incredible. You might have to try swapping sides a second time, though I don't know if that'll actually do anything.
Yeah, this has been a bit long. I think I'm going to close and send the challenge again.
It's either that or you have to tell me about your favorite black screen.
My favorite black screen. Oh, KS is going to restart Fightcade. You know, maybe that's a good idea. Get the old ducks in a row.
Absolutely. Man, I just want Duck Station. You can't do this to me.
Yeah, there's I really want the new update to roll out so that we have the updated version of Flycast as the standard, because it is a pain switching back and forth constantly. Some people know about it and some people don't. But we're up to like Fightcade currently is on what is it, Flycast 5.8, and the current stable test build is like 5.33. So we've seen a lot of evolution in that time period since the last major Fightcade update.
Well, if you want to know my favorite black screen, it is the one that transitions from blue in a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Genesis games. Have you noticed that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm saying my favorite black screens are the ones that transition from blue in the old Genesis Sonic games.
Oh, hell yeah.
They did that in Sonic Mania too. I got so hype.
We're going to pivot to winners semis for a moment.
Alrighty.
We have Kirk versus Notester. Kirk on the back foot here. Oh, and Notester's going to take it. I guess I poorly timed that entrance.
Me and Masa.
Oh, it's you and Masa. There we go.
Have gotten into match.
Alright. Now it's winners semis for real.
It's not for real unless you put up the sign.
Yep, and I made sure to update it this time. I've got my thinking cap on.
Oh, so Ratttz versus Masa. This feels like a heavyweight match here. And, ooh, we're already starting? That's a lot. Ratttz with the counter. Completely covers the green structure. And frees her own.
Alright, yeah, this Oki is gonna be...
Hold on.
Yeah, Masa just didn't have pieces to clear that out.
Oki is so strong in this game, it's crazy.
Yeah, because the chains just resolve so fast.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
have any time to react to damage coming in, so even the slightest attack that'll cut you off from your main chain or like a solid counter poke will be pretty lethal. Alright, Masa doing a very, very good job of making sure that her yellow spire is both solidly branching and very accessible.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of this.
That's a full board of just accessible yellow.
That being said, Rattz's yellow chain is enormous.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the first attack. Ow,
Right.
but MasaQueen was ready.
Alright, this might be a wash.
We're gonna... Oh, the holy counter. Oh, I think she could have
Oh, wait,
taken
no.
another.
Ratttz definitely, Oh, it would have come out even about if Masa hadn't taken that row of those rows of garbage.
Hmm.
Neither player really has significant material on their board now. But
Yep,
we are
straight
entering
up.
the second or third margin time, so...
Ooh. Dangerous. Danger. All reds are open. Oh, we're delaying a bit.
The little bit of greed, but this might be... Masa has so much
MasaQueen.
room on board to accept the
Yeah.
damage.
Super safe build here.
Oh,
The 1-6.
the 5 is enough to land on the in that fourth column.
Or is it 1-7? How wide are these boards?
7. There's 7 across.
Okay. Alright, we got ourselves a pretty flat stack from Ratttz here.
Yeah, Ratttz sort of committed to the wrong, quote-unquote, wrong colors. for
Oh
the-
yeah,
for
there
the
are no
early
there are no
Spire.
there are no wrong colors in puzzle games.
Just that the randomizer happened not to favor the colors Ratttz immediately picked off the bat.
Yeah,
But
she
It's
can
turning
start
around now,
branching.
though.
Yeah, she can start branching these reds now. Ratttz ready, and can now pivot off of this yellow structure. But Masa with the green, only 20 though.
Ratttz has plenty of
Yeah, Ratttz.
plenty
Ratttz
of
is
yellows to work
chilling.
with here.
Oh, can't reach the blues. Nice.
The Oki is there right in time to prevent Masa from
Masa
accessing the
is-
chain that is now buried under, like, literally 5 rows of garbage.
Masa is not giving up. Oh, yep. This is the Pochi and Nyaa special.
Dig is very real by Masa right now. Those
The
blues are
cornered
within
animal?
grasp. But Ratttz has some blues of her own that are looking...
Oh, here comes the. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, it's a wash. Masa gonna take 11 damage, which is not much.
Yeah, we're
Neither
back to
player-
neutral.
Neither player has anything on board right now. Margin time is really stacking up at this point, though.
One surprise hit could do it.
I
This is
haven't-
where. Yeah, this is where screen watching really counts.
Alright,
Okay, we're still offsetting.
we might that last that
Oh,
last
here it
hit might
comes.
have been it though. Oh no, we're still
No.
we've got to be right up against the limit of what is acceptable for offsetting.
Oh, here's where the pressure starts. Yep. That did not look like an offset.
Ooh.
Whoa!
And the big hit is gonna land right before Ratttz can get those blues. And the first game is going to be a hard-fought win for Masa.
Nice. Oh, that's a cluster.
A little bit of a misdrop from Ratttz there.
Oh, that does nothing to MasaQueen's green structure there. Maybe Ratttz is just applying a bit of pressure?
Luckily for Ratttz, the
41. Yeah, Ratttz just spends it. We're still going. MasaQueen with sort of an answer. Oh, chains in Pochi? Nice 3-chain.
Chains, unfortunately, do not have any multiplicative effect, as far as I know. It is purely additive.
I do believe simultaneous clears have some factor.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Oh, that's a lot. Gonna have to clean this up.
Right,
That
Masa
blue's
has a
gonna
nice
dig down.
blue stack for the dig, though. Alright, chains into the greens.
Oh yeah, the pressure's on. Chilling with the yellow structure.
Ooh. Those blues getting sealed up right away.
Okay, we're just it's a slugfest now. We're just fighting.
Yeah, neither player has a significant enough stack on their board to make like a big push for victory.
Yeah, looks like we're doing a bit of foozies here. Uh-oh.
Masa doing a good job putting
Yellow
some nice
follow-up?
chains together.
Oh, that yellow is definitely gonna be the deciding factor here. Oh, but there are two whole clusters here.
Oh, that's 81
That's
damage.
still 81 though. Yeesh.
And that's 5 more lines after. Alright. Masa looking to take it here. Also just doing a very good job of every color is a spire.
Oh, there's a simultaneous clear. Gonna do a lot of damage here. Rat's gonna chain these. It's all up to blue now.
Simultaneous
Oh,
clear
that
for
might have been a
30.
bit early.
Alright, Masa has all the time in the world to put something together now. I almost feel like Masa popping those reds was a bit preemptive.
Yeah. Depending on the board states, I think Masa had enough time to just keep building, as Ratttz didn't have much of anything on her board.
Masa doing a good job just slamming pieces down, though. You can never, you definitely can't fault Masa for playing slow. Oh, and that green stack became even more beautiful after the red stack got popped on Masa's side. And she is going to take it 2-0. A victory for the green hair girls. All right. I think we're going to try my match against KS again. Hopefully, we have a little bit better luck this time. All right,
Oh.
we're in.
Oh. Man, hacker voice, we're in?
Hacker voice, we're in.
All right, here we go.
I also want to eat lots and lots of gumdrops. For what it's worth.
Gumdrops.
They're just pretty good, you know?
Is that a Prim thing or Kuma
That's
that
from
thing?
the dialogue. I actually don't know who's talking in these.
Said that backwards.
I
Alright.
assume that our friendly bear wants to eat gumdrops, but I could be wrong.
They seem like a gumdrop person, though. I would assume that they're more like, you know, fish.
That would
They
be
do have the fish attack animation, that's true.
That yellow structure from KS is looking pretty dangerous.
Yeah, Deka's probably has to hold on to this yellow a little bit. Ooh.
Ooh,
Down.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
If only
Oh,
the
legal.
next piece.
No.
Ah,
almost.
that was almost a holy counter setup.
That's kind of my goal, is to get a holy counter-esque setup going on.
That's definitely the direction the meta has taken.
Oh yeah.
Just because, like, you're low-key able to double your damage if you're able to just sort of chill out and paint garbage and then send it right on back
For sure.
rather than offsetting.
That is a blue spire. Oh,
Chaos finding a decent chunk of advantage just from being able to place pieces a little bit faster.
yeah.
Having an
Chaos
line is
definitely.
Played the video game before, huh?
Yeah.
The double tap?
Oh,
Deka is able to-
okay.
Oh, yeah, no,
the
that-
access point.
Oh, maybe Prim wants to eat gumdrops.
I guess so. She looks like. Well, actually, she's based on pudding, right? I would assume from the yellow and brown design.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. Man, that makes sense. Deka's going for the old column 7 tree.
I see what Deka's doing here. Sort of playing after KS,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get the counter set up to work. It's just that the trigger hasn't been available.
I've been outsniped multiple times.
Yeah, look at, I mean, KS is... Their setups are super deadly right now. It's like, you know, pick your sword here.
I'm actually... Oh, interesting.
That's 70.
The casual
We're
70.
gonna have to fight back here. But now we have a red follow-up here.
Yeah, Deka's not going to be able to get at this blue structure in time. But
Oh,
Chaos
that's dead.
decides to
That's
greed,
lethal.
so...
I spent too much time thinking there. I definitely think I could have had the blues if I had committed sooner, but definitely do not have the fluency of piece movement that I need.
Oh, Chaos showing off the blob tech. So,
Yeah.
this structure down here in columns 1 through 4 with the yellows, I think that's worth 4 tails. In the space that you would normally only be able to get 3. So it's like a niche Neo Geo thing. I don't think the other versions of the game let you do this.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty... My understanding is that it's a bug. I don't think that was intended. The game generally tries to punish you for making shapes like this.
Okay, but green is looking pretty blobby, I have to say. Surely this one doesn't... this one's the punish stack.
Alright, that's game.
Oh! Oh! Couldn't get the next piece in time. Oops.
Yep. Are we really already on winners finals? No, we have winners. We have one more round of winners finals left. Right.
That seems like that's me, right?
Yep, it's you and Leon, who's finally gonna make his stream appearance.
Leon is my favorite to win the tournament, actually. he's a little scary.
Oh, the PS2 version buffed that structure, apparently.
Oh, it did? That's funny. Maybe it is intended. Maybe you're supposed to look deep
within the
within
damage
the blobs,
calculator.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Alright, Leon with the holy counter. Just doing a much better job of making sure the rest of their stack lines up as well. Alright. Very good read on the fact that that did not do that much damage. And now this structure here...
Oh, we're doing the double tap? Yeah.
Oh, that's... That is a lethal attack.
I always find it funny. Leon usually, from the way that he plays, I always think that he's playing the invader mode. So he likes to go extremely deep on greeting. He makes this zigzagging structure, so that way if damage piles up in column 4, he's actually still able to access the tree from multiple angles. That does eat your damage a bit, but it lets you cram more pieces on the board. And it's pretty defensible. So it's sort of like a really narrow cup shape. It's kind of neat. I'm a big fan.
Right, here comes this big swing. 60 damage. Oh, and it catches Oz on the back foot. Right, that's a quick,
We've got a lot of blowouts tonight.
Alright, Leon with a little bit of a housekeeping. Keep that left side of the board clean.
He sort of has this unfortunate problem where all of his yellows also happen to have reds on them, and he had originally set up for a red and yellow tower. Oz a little bit behind in terms of placing pieces, so luckily Leon hasn't... Oh, the double tap? This may be deadly. Like, even if this offset, like, there's a lot of Oki.
Ooh. That's
yeah,
a big
it's a little
swing.
spooky. Luckily, Oz's, column 4 is pretty well defended, so Leon does have to rebuild. Or we're just gonna send? Let's just send it.
The damage is just stacking up. Leon just has so much more room to build, like, viable structures. Oz is being forced to waste so much time downstacking. But that...
counter.
Oh, I was gonna say, that hit was pretty good, but I didn't see that, that Leon still had access to one last link. And Leon looking to take this in a 2-0 sweep as well. It's a kind of validating feeling to see Leon doing what I was trying to do and succeeding where I failed. Because like this is the kind of build a tower on one side that is just like lets you tank damage, and then the tower on the other side is like your main chain. Was sort of what I was going for, but KS was just massively outspeeding me. Playing
Really?
fast matters.
Are you serious? Okay, we're double tapping. We did take it from the middle on both. I don't know if this is lethal. Okay, it's just
70.
barely... Oh, Oz holding down? Giving up? That might be not incorrect, because there was a final line of damage, it looks like.
Whoop, missed the X button. Very impressive play from Leon, and I now understand why they are first seed and so many people's favorite to win the bracket tonight, for sure.
Oh, wow. Nice. I don't think I've seen this player before, actually.
No, they're very new to Puzzle Wednesday.
Leon and I play a lot of Toryumon together. And he also found he really enjoys puzzle games with like a good story, and that is like the uniting, connecting thread between Pochi and Nyaa and Toryumon. They have like pretty strong characters and like narrative events across both story modes. Though I think more of the PS2 version. Looks like we're gonna do some upcoming events. So Deka, why don't you?
Yeah, before we jump into winners finals, let's check out what we have for the month of October. Up next Wednesday is Tricky Towers. Unfortunately not a Fightcade game, but it is on Steam. And it is a very fun physics-based Tetris game with with a bunch of different game modes. There's race to a certain height, there's see who can build higher in a limited time frame. There's also the funny puzzle mode where you try to sneak as many pieces into like a really limited foundation as possible. And it's a very fun game to play versus in with the mixed style that we ran last time in brackets. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it again. And then on October 11th we have our Uppy Downy slot. Once again, Money Idol Exchanger, a Puzzle Wednesday classic at this point. Very hype bracket. Always one of our better turnouts. A lot of people really like this game, and we will once again maybe have a chance of seeing someone upset the legendary butts on his, like, 19 bracket win streak. And then on October 18th, we have Puzzle Bobble 4. This is the very funny 5-color bobble with a chaining mechanic where bubbles you drop can zoop back up into your own stack and continue to create additional matches. And you can do some crazy damage and cause some very hilarious full board emptying explosive combos that will send many meatballs to your opponent's side of the board. And then on October 20th, which is Friday, I believe, we have a mixed match bracket. For those of you Tetris players who like a more classic style of Tetris, mixed match pits Tetris and Dr. Mario against each other, sort of, in a score attack versus mode. You open up on Tetris, and I believe you have to get a certain number of line clears. Then you are dropped into Dr. Mario, where you race to see who can clear all of the viruses first. And then, with the limited time you have left, you are given free reign on a Tetris board to gather up as many points as you possibly can. It's a very interesting game that allows you to test your skills in 2 different formats at once. So it's always it's a fun one to watch when I peek into the puzzle lobby, the gold structure or something, and some people are playing. It's always a fun one to see, as different play styles go up against each other. And with that, I think we are going to jump into winners finals, which is you and Leon, I believe. No, it's Masa and Leon.
Masa. Yeah, Masa is a little spooky. This is definitely the heavy hitters. You know, like, both of these players have been practicing this game. They both have incredible finesse. They know the damage system inside and out. They screen watch. They interact. They're great. And so this is definitely the match you came to see, for sure.
But we also have the X factor. You can't forget, Masa has the power of green hair on her side of this game.
That is true.
Alright, bit of a interesting placement on those greens by Masa. I wonder if that was a misdrop or if it was intentional.
I think that if she placed it correctly, it would actually slow her down. So I think she made a decision there to start a Chrissy Cross, purely so that way she could place pieces a little bit faster.
Yeah, Masa, a veteran Puyo player, and Puyo players are very well versed with the principle of, like, time economy, where splitting pieces and flipping things unnecessarily will really slow you down. Alright, interesting split there from Masa, but this is a big hit. And there's no red anywhere in sight for Leon at the moment.
He found it.
Oh, you found it.
Masa's got a lot of work to reunite these reds. We're actually going to have to cash them in order to live.
Both players
you still have the upcoming event slide up.
Oh, I do. You're right. Game? Is the game gonna pick up? No. Oh, there we go. It's always something. I remembered to do I remembered to update the round counter, and I forgot to switch back to the game.
Are you having trouble with the script? Or?
Oh, no, I just forgot to hit transition on OBS.
Oh, I see. The round counter does say, or the round name is on winner semi.
Winner semi.
You're on.
You're right.
We're on
The
winners
last
finals.
round. I'm losing it.
It's okay, buddy.
I
You'll
had
get
it. I
there.
had it together for a while, but it all fell apart at the end there.
I promise.
Masa and Leon. Pretty similar builds here. I think Leon has a little bit more damage on board, the way this blue structure is lined up.
Or the double tap. We're doing the double tap? Alright. I'm game.
Wow.
But Leon has a sneaky third tower.
Yeah,
Masa's is
red
not
stack
really...
not nearly as strong as Leon's. Though, oh, never mind. I was gonna say almost completely locked off, but not quite. Oh, that 17 extra for Oki is really just the icing on the cake here.
Now Leon may have to sit here and scrap for a bit. We're not drawing all of the pieces we need to finish our food. Because Leon doesn't just want to, like... doesn't want to send damage that Masa is allowed to simply offset.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Using the blues to keep the...
Alright, these greens from Leon becoming rather scary.
We're taking it from the middle, but it doesn't matter with the additional margin time.
Leon is not... Still with a fairly flat stack at the moment. Masa already scaling vertically. Oh, but Leon's just gonna go for a really quick,
Yeah, you read the piece
strike here.
queue, no reds from Masa. It does mean that Masa will have to stack in column 4 in order to access these reds from the point where she would like to, right? Which would leave her vulnerable to a poke, which Leon might do. It looks like he's preparing these blues.
Alright, Masa sneaking one extra piece in, but going to commit to the stack. Unfortunately, that did a lot of damage to the green stack, which lost quite a few legs as the pattern collapsed. But that is a lethal amount of damage, I'm pretty sure. And the 20 extra to follow it up.
I don't think Leon was prepared for what his stack would look like after sending. It looked like he was caught a little off balance with how column 4 was shaped. And it meant that he wasn't actually able to access the shape that he wanted. He was forced to offset incoming damage in a way that looked really uncomfortable. This is interesting. He's starting to develop this spire, this like double tower thing. It does require you to stick some tails into column 4.
Alright, full offset for Masa. This blue tower is looking menacing. Not gonna get any other blues ever again, though, it seems.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Alright, the double, the yellow and blue combination for 100 damage.
Oh, he's able to tank? Get out of here.
Masa still has a lot of damage on deck, though, so this is still a pretty sticky spot for Arnott, Leon. Alright, Alright, yeah, that's a 2-chain for like 40 extra damage. The 2-chain actually really coming into Masa's favor there, because the first chain resolved, Leon placed a piece, and then the second chain resolved. So it was like 2 separate sends.
I'm sorry, I didn't just missee that, right? We didn't just put an L in the name entry, did we?
That is entirely how Leon signs after losing a round.
I see.
He did it in friendlies when I played earlier.
Okay, interesting.
Leon has quite the very organized board, but Masa, that's a very large green there. 80 damage.
Ooh, we're gonna greed? Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a second. Hold the phone here.
So not able to fully offset that because she had to take from an unfavorable position.
Mm-hmm. And Leon's setting up to reunite these blues by making a red tree. Unfortunately, he gets buried by incoming.
Also really doing a good job of connecting all of these greens into something
Kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Especially since Leon's column 4 is like so high up, right?
Yeah, that's lethal. Leon was never able to dig out those reds to unite his blue chain, which would really have given him an opportunity to poke Masa pretty hard as she linked all those disconnected pieces together. But the good pokes from Masa really gave her the time she needed to mount an offense.
And Leon's starting to look a little uncomfortable. We have his normal twisty spire, but unfortunately it's led to kind of a checkerboarded pattern in columns 6 and 7.
Meanwhile, Masa is off to the races with the number of pieces she's placing right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Leon with the better build, but Masa's... Oh no, Leon still has a significant amount of damage with these blues. Masa's green chain there was pretty long, but it only had one tail.
It had 2,
Or
but
one extra tail, I mean,
it split it at like a weird place. If she had more time to put a little more love into it, it probably would have been like game ending. But you know, given the situation, tanking this kind of damage, like sometimes you have to throw it away.
That was 137 damage.
Normal
Amounts of damage.
Oh, this is kind of cute. I like what Leon's doing here. I'm picking up what he's putting down.
He's making Puyo chains. This is like a tail. This is a tail. Leon coming out with a pretty significant advantage there. Masa has dug out these yellows, but Leon still has this enormous green, and he's just gonna let it go. Masa able to offset a decent amount, but...
Yeah, but left with nothing on the board. Leon's board is very flat, so he does have to offset this incoming, but...
Yeah. Masa definitely reaching at this point for damage, though. The opportunities to build.
We are on margin 2 or 3, right? So, like, mini crosses and stuff like that start really entering the fore as, like, viable ways to attack.
Yeah, that Masa got a lot of mileage out of just tacking a couple of little bends onto, like, only 9 or 10 pieces. Like, this green match here has some serious damage potential. Unfortunately, still not enough to offset that. Alright, that got a lot of garbage on it, so... The dig ends up being a pretty sizable attack. Now Masa just needs some blues to connect up these, this bottom board. I'm just gonna let it rip. Oh, and it was enough, so it was worth it.
It was also to reshape the reds into like a more normal tree. It was kind of slick. She had a double tap if she was able to actually draw a yellow and a red.
Masa doing a fantastic job that game of playing from the back foot. Oh, I think those greens are the wonderful multi-tail ender, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's very silly.
Yeah, that's already looking like an 80 or so. Oh, and it pops off right after margin time. Leon with
and
a pretty...
also, Leon was forced to take a piece from like the wrong side. That also really helped.
That was
Masa.
108 for Masa. Offsetting 57 and sending 51 additional.
Masa is stuck doing a little bit of blob gaming, but maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
oh
Leon,
my god, that's
Leon's
way
so
more than
far
I
on the back
expected.
foot than I thought. Jotting down this this funny square tail tech. Masa does not have enough damage to offset the full 32, but it is enough to prevent the damage from being much of a hindrance.
She does have a double tap. Even if Leon offsets here, he still has to eat 40 lines. Or 40 pieces. Meanwhile, Masa's got these blues ready to fire.
Yeah, not wasting any time either. No need to grade. The victory is in sight, and Masa is going to take it 3-1.
Turns out Masa is pretty good at the video game. Yeah.
Slamming those pieces down quickly. Very valuable. Also helps that she has been doing a fantastic job picking opportunities to attack as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. Losers round 4. Functionally losers quarters. I could just say losers top 8, save myself a lot of effort. All right. Notes and Ratttz in the game. Oh, Xerxian popping into the chat. Legend of the Pochi and Nyaa scene. Xerxian.
Hey, Xerxian. Oh, Oz jump scare, by the way. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Alright. So, seems like Masa has sent a shark into the waters for the losers side.
Yeah, Ratttz definitely going to be out for blood here. Definitely in losers a lot sooner than I would have expected her to be.
She was against Masa, who, as we saw, is very good at the video game.
That's doing a really good job of linking up those yellows.
Yeah. 2 structures to work with here.
Alright, gonna let it rip with the yellows. Unfortunately, that means her greens are like one big blob now.
Yep.
Though, maybe not as bad as previously thought. Because that's still a 70 damage.
Yeah, that's
That's crazy.
That's a full board in some, I think.
Yeah, pretty close to it. How tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, right, the extra row. I have to account for that.
Regardless, 10 rows is nothing to scoff at.
Oh, yeah.
Even if the board is, like, what, 15 rows tall? 14 plus the ghost row, I think.
Yeah, chances are you have something on your board anyway.
Sure.
So, lethal damage. Oh, is it 13? Okay.
It's 13, 12
like
plus the ghost
Puyo.
row. Makes sense. Compile did make this game after all.
Oh, yeah.
It was I believe it was their final game, right? Before going under.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I believe there is a fun little indie game by Mooney Tani himself called Gnocchi Gnocchi that, from what I've seen, shares some DNA with this game. It's been a while, though.
A lot of fireworks going back and forth here.
Oh, yeah.
I would have thought for sure Ratttz had it with that giant structure on the left, but Notes are evidently with some sauce of their own.
Ratttz still got, you know, some spicy sauce cooking here with his yellows, but
Yes.
so does Note apparently. And if it lines up right, the blues might end up being a viable follow-up.
Ratttz kind of needs to just make this yellow into it's long enough, but
Here it
there
comes.
just weren't that many branches.
Yeah,
But
ouch.
those last couple of yellows were exactly what she needed, and that is 103.
We're starting to see triple digits. I always say this every Pochi bracket, but it's so hard to see that first piece. You don't get the next cue. It's kind of just a shot in the dark of what that first piece looks like. So round starts end up looking kind of awkward. But actually note here with this solid red structure here.
Yeah, the Christmas tree looking well decorated here. Unfortunately, the stack is flat, and,
yeah,
and Ratttz smells blood.
Yeah, we packed the Christmas tree back up.
Sorry, you're a couple of months early. It's not even Halloween yet.
Hey, I got the Christmas spirit. I believe. We can just build it again.
Yep.
2 Christmas trees, actually. With the red and yellows. Very pretty, actually.
Yeah, the way these are meshing together is very, very picturesque.
This is the equivalent of how Puyo teaches you the perfect stairs.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's like, I'll never build that realistically. But no, Notes managed to build a pretty picturesque tutorial chain there.
A little bit of greed there, not paying off for them. Or, well, not paying off yet, at least.
We've dug. Now it's just a matter... Oh, Notes firing.
Oh! They struck at a good time. Ratttz was not...
Well,
oh,
no,
but they
Ratttz
chain into the yellows!
Dig.
Alright, that's 54 damage. That is so much damage.
Ow. Even 19, you know... Even 19 kind of hurts. Alright, what's
good little dig
Rattz's
there,
plan of
Fumo.
attack here?
Alright.
Okay, it's
Chains
the
into
chain.
the blues, and that's 33.
That's 33, yep.
Alright, Ratttz is gonna take it over Notester. Yes! Raspberry Floof in chat saying we are running Ghost Lot for the last Wednesday of November, or October. That is true. It is our go-to Halloween game because it is spooky, scary, ghost themed. It is a very fun game. One of my personal favorites. Like Puzzle Bobble if you could run around.
Does look like a lot of fun. Don't they guest star in another puzzle game? I'm trying to remember which one.
I think they were planned to, but the game never came out, so it's hard to say.
I was thinking they showed up in like some magical drop game or something.
Yeah, the Ghost Lop characters made a cameo in Magical Drop 5, which is notable for being one of the least well-produced games of all time.
Ooh.
Definitely not a high note for Magical Drop as a series. In fact, it is now basically impossible to buy since it's been delisted from Steam, and there's like that was it. That was the only place you could really get it.
Oops.
All right. I think up
Looks
next
like it's
we're
my
gonna have
turn.
you and KS.
First to 2, right?
Yes, first to do still.
Okay.
Until losers losers finals. Yeah, Magical Drop was filled with... In addition to not being a very good version of Magical Drop, it was filled with so many bugs and errors, and the netcode was horrendously bad. It was very silly. If you minimized the game and let the AI just run at infinite frame speed, they would just go literally as fast as your computer would allow it.
Oh, interesting. Oz is stacking without rotating sometimes, which I find kind of amusing. Or like this like checkerboard pattern, and then you fill the stem with doubles. Kind of cute. It does leave a flat board. Like column 4 is very high for me.
All right, both players gonna swing it at the same time. Not gonna come out in Oz's favor though. All right, gonna chain into the reds though, and this is a big hit. 53. Covers up the yellows, but they are still... Oh, I was gonna say they're still accessible, but that second little bit of damage is a little concerning.
You're gonna clean up those reds in order to get column 4 lower. Now Chaos is free to return to building, more or less. We're actually forgetting about the blues in the lower right.
Oz in a bit of an awkward spot here. Has material on board, but it's all spread out.
Yep.
Like, I look over there and I see so many greens just, like, ready to go, but they're not ready to go. They're all over the place. Some of the crash gems timing out on Oz's side. I
always think it's so funny when they turn into dogs or whatever. Chaos building a little mini tree. We're gonna cash that in. There is we're several margin times deep now, so mini crosses and all those other things are really quite threatening.
This green is pretty big. That's 41 damage. The extra garbage adding onto that, making it very spooky. Oop, and that 9 is just enough to go at full line. Oz is gonna take that round.
Yeah, Xerxian, that's correct. I also think if Oz went just a little bit deeper, I would not want to play against him.
Yeah, Oz had that Puyo knowledge. Though this game isn't as chain focused, it does reward Puyo fundamentals. Alright, here's the double tap.
Oh, interesting.
Alright. KS gonna greed a little bit. Looks like it's gonna pay off here.
Oz is out of position here, not able to access these greens. Chaos has a follow-up. Hate to see it.
Sometimes you just get caught with the Aiky. People will say I didn't pay $60 to block in a fighting game, but the hit coming in isn't not gonna hit you just because you believe.
Sometimes you get the Oki, sometimes you get the Gnocchi. Thank you, Kaya. I don't think I'm Italian enough to understand this joke, but Xerxian might be.
Gnocchi is a type of potato pasta. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Ooh. Oz forced to take this tree reverse style, and...
Reverse style, and with the 3 yellows he set up, never having linked up.
Yeah. I'm learning so many Gnocchi facts tonight. I knew what they are, I just wanted to rib on, like, be silly. Ooh, okay.
The greed!
He's so greedy!
The greed's not good.
I'm sorry.
Are you? Come on. Well, I suppose now that you lost the round, you're probably sorry.
Alright, game 1 gonna go to KS. I love gumdrops.
They're just okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually a very big fan of gumdrops.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, I'll eat a gumdrop, but, like, you know, that's fine.
They're one of those candies where, like, the only time I ever see them is as, like,
Ooh.
a Halloween candy.
Oz caught holding a flat stack, and I
Yeah,
would say kind of wrecked for it here.
There is definitely a garbage Puyo in that GTR right now.
Cersei in the chat complaining, don't build divots, and it's purely because once garbage lands in between, like in the middle of the trunk, it can sometimes be a little challenging to dig out of it.
Alright, Oz with some really creative builds to put together these branching chains. This tall red tower on the right here is very ripe to become an incredibly potent attack.
Yeah, he literally just has to flip all these pieces upside down and then fire it off. And KS is really not ready to receive this.
Yeah, that's like a 6 split attack, 3 margin times in. You've gotta definitely have something on deck for an attack that size. You have to be born in the greed, molded by it.
Incredible. Oh, Oz is looking so uncomfortable right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're almost out of it, but
Oz forced to make some very intriguing stack decisions to dig himself out of a couple of, like, not necessarily bad piece placements, but piece placements that did not accommodate the following RNG.
it's kind of interesting. I feel like Oz poked there, not necessarily because it would have been good for KS, but because he was so vulnerable to an incoming poke that he could force the situation, cause them to offset each other, and then be fine.
Alright. Green's on deck for both players. Alright. Oz does not have access to any greens at the moment.
Play a little tanky Sendy, it's fine.
Alright. Yep. It pays out in the end. Maybe just to just hold down and drop pieces until the greens arrive.
Just death. It's just death. Garbage increases? Are you sure?
Yeah,
Zerskin tells me he's not sure of anything, even in his favorite video game. Of course, of course.
Bank with the expert explanation in chat. Many games have a functional "it's time for you to get off of the cabinet" mechanic. And I don't know where it started, but the term margin time is often used to refer to...
Ooh. So, Oz has decided to... Yeah, he has to do it this way. That doesn't feel great. I won't lie to you. Because had he been able to take it from the top, he probably could have killed. But because he had put stuff on top of the greens in the ghost row, he had no way of accessing the greens. And from my understanding, he thought that he wouldn't be able to tank a wave and then be able to access it in the future. I don't know if that's true. Xerxian is claiming that it is not true. But, you know, I don't know. I simply don't know. Ooh, Oz.
Oz caught unable to access the reds.
Alright, we sure do have a tale of two trees here. But Chaos's yellow is a little blocked off. We're actually going to cash it in for a poke.
It's going to greed here.
Value.
Alright. Here comes the greens. Alright, it's going to trade slightly in Oz's favor. But the material advantage
is pretty
definitely,
huge, actually, yeah.
Definitely pretty big here.
Because he's able to just slam these dominoes like straight on here. He could extend off of this yellow if he wanted to. And meanwhile, KS, there's not a whole lot of additional value that they can put on these blues. Yeah.
KS does not have a blue on deck.
Oh, we're going to Final Luigi here.
Yeah. Alright,
Oz.
The color picker here, unfortunately not giving Oz the formations he's looking for. This spire in the 4th row is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, we're cashing it in. We just know. Luckily, it turns out that was a really good timing.
KS still has access to that green, though.
It really ruins...
It does eat a lot of time for building that red on the left, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and all those greens stacking up like that. Yeah, that probably could have been a lot more than 40 damage had... Oh, 51?
Just the casual.
9 to follow up. That's another full row. Oz really slamming down these pieces. Wants enough OP to kill. Oh, and the peace queue really giving him exactly what he needs. KS throwing in the towel right at the end. Accepting defeat. With that, it's going to be you and Oz in losers semis, he said, the updates.
All right, here we go.
He is King Osberthian Mangosteen the what? Junior? Third?
Third. I can't believe there would be that many Mangosteens.
Must be a family tradition.
Oh, I took your bear. I forgot. Oops. Sorry.
Totally okay.
House Mangosteen has a storied lineage. Many legendary Puyo players have walked the halls of the Mangosteen estate. Right? Ratttz doing a very good job of keeping her stack accessible. The double tap from Oz definitely going to give him the damage advantage, but Ratttz still has solid material to work with. Oof! That damage is, not pretty. Oz really wants to dig down to these. Gets the greens, and that is a big green chain, and Margin Time just kicked in. Oz finally getting down to these blues. Alright, not gonna risk the 2 extra damage on deck, and just opts to send chain, and it looks like that might be enough to finish it. And it is. Both players committing to red and blue spires. So the advantage is pretty much going to go to Oz opting to poke first, sensing the dearth of blues in the next queue. And it's going to pay off because there continue to be no blues in the next queue. Ratttz with a big attack, forcing Oz to pop main. And still, but Ratttz still has this huge green formation on deck. And that is 66 damage on a basically empty board. Not much you can do to play against that. This with a very funny, almost purely vertical build here on the right side. It'll be very easy to transition into a offensive stack later, but Ratttz with a bit of a disjointed attack on the left side here. The yellows and greens not linking up until a couple of matches have been made. Oh no, the loop! Unfortunately for Oz, I think that loop ate a lot of damage. Looks like Ratttz is going to commit to yellow and green. I was trying to kind of having to sneak around to get the greens to link up. You can definitely see a difference in how primed these players are with how Ratttz is built, taking much more care to make sure her stack is capable of receiving damage. Oh, Ratttz! Absolutely calculating the double clear. And that's a ridiculous amount of damage. And with so much material on board, once these reds start to link up. Alright, there's the blues. Cannot chain into the reds, but it's enough. Ratttz on set point here. Ratttz suffering a bit of a setback here as the RNG decides that yellow is the color it wants to favor. This is an interesting sound. Alright, Oz letting it rip with these, Oh no! Receives 2 damage in that 4th column. Oh no, 25. Oz has to do so much digging now. Is there enough time? He's so close. The Ratttz is not gonna let him dig. The greed was not good.
Yeah, right. GG's.
GG's. Thanks for playing.
Yep.
Right, Ratttz. Oh wait, no, you don't get a rematch. You did not get to play Leon earlier.
No, I have to beat Leon in order to get to my rematch, which sure will be a time. Won't lie to you.
Enjoy.
This is definitely the really hard part of the bracket.
All right.
So far, yellow and blue seem like the way to go.
Yep, both players correctly assessing. Leon with his signature empty column 4. 2 colors very closely hugging.
Oh, was that a misdrop? On Leon's part?
Hard to say. Alright.
Oh, this is a... this build is really testing the limit, and that's gonna hurt.
93 this early? There isn't even margin time yet. How do you do that much damage? That's impossible.
I think I mentioned it earlier, but a simultaneous clear with 2 colors might be a factor on damage.
Multiplies it?
Yeah. And now, so many greens Leon doesn't even know what to do with, just gets rid of them.
Got Ratttz with yellow on the right, and red all the way on the left.
Yep. Kind of a flip-flop of each player's board. No, this is the second time Leon's doing it, so I assume this is intentional with the yellows here.
Oh, maybe. Yes. Yeah, Leon sort of does this build. He sacrifices a little bit of damage, but it makes sure that his yellows are fully accessible regardless of basically any amount of damage he receives.
I see. Okay.
Oh, welcome, Kyobi. Thanks for the raid.
Oh, Kyobi, hey! Welcome, folks.
Xerxian confirming this is the correct build, in quotes.
Correct, eh?
So...
Is this like the GTR?
The GTR of Pochi and Nyaa.
Pochi and Nyaa.
Ratttz with probably a little bit flatter of a stack than she would normally like here.
Yeah, especially given Leon's playstyle here. Though, actually, now that I think about it, I think Leon plays pretty defensively, right?
Yeah, he usually waits until he's got like a pretty nasty attack.
Yeah, like
just
so.
Lets it rip like that.
There we go. Okay, so
Ratttz mostly offsetting it, but I think she's a little behind in terms of like
yeah,
material
the triggers are covered. I think it's time to strike. Uh-oh.
That was such a greedy yellow.
Yep.
Oh man, if Leon had just let that one rip, it would have probably would have offset that, but went for the connected middle. And Ratttz saw the lack of yellows in the next queue and took the round. Right.
All right, red and yellow. Today's lucky colors. With a hint of green. Can't sleep on green. At least on Rattz's side.
Yeah, the green is going to be a nice...
Okay, actually, first poke from so sneaky, but the Oki was not there. Almost got caught in the meaty setup.
Oh.
We're waiting? 72. Anything to fight that back? No. Oh, there's still a space.
Oh no!
We didn't switch the piece.
Didn't switch.
L.
Leon putting the L in chat. I like it.
So far, two people in bracket lucky enough to see that screen. Oh, reds for sure. Okay, on the right side this time, Leon's Pochi TR.
Yeah, it kind of is the safe transition.
Yep.
A little bit harder to punish than GTR, though.
Oh, yeah.
GTR can definitely fall victim to one couple of bad draws into the damage falls in the exact wrong column.
Well, I feel like maybe that's the same case with this build, no? If you don't draw the correct colors, you could just fall victim to...
I think you have to get hit with a little bit meatier of an attack to fall victim. Sometimes you can kind of just get, like, the one Puyo falls in your GTR right as you're making it.
Oh, yeah. Well, build order is key when making GTR, so... Okay, Ratttz working with a bit more material here, though the reds, I mean the garbage really gonna mess the blues here. Ratttz needs to dig those... Uh-oh, well, this is a sticky situation.
Ratttz greeting a lot here. But kind of needs to, because those greens on deck for Leon are very scary.
Time to go.
Alright, that connected up with a lot of garbage. And the Oki is right behind it.
The Oki is delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, Ratttz not able to do what may have seemed like her intended strat of linking up all of those blues for a big attack, but the greeting actually paid off in the end.
Wait, is this the form? Is this the form? No, it's not.
Ratttz probably going to want to get rid of the those reds in the midboard soon.
Yeah. I've noticed that's another strategy, just having some throwaway colors as your pokes.
Yeah, because having, like, the more colors there are on your board, like, inherently less damage you have. So it seems like it...
Oh,
this is
that's
a huge
the
hit.
double. And column 4 is so high. Wait. She was allowed to move? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Still living, but not for long. Oh, wait. Leon going to build the reds. Waiting for red blue. There it is, yep. Only 48, though. I felt like that would do more.
Ooh, that's
but
enough.
it's enough.
I thought Ratttz
this
might
the
have had a
last
way down
point?
there. No, it's to 3. So,
To 3. Nice.
though whoever takes this round is going to have a pretty significant advantage in terms of momentum, at least.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of saw in Winners Finals that when put under pressure, Leon might get a little frazzled. That being said, pretty much anyone playing against Masa is going to get frazzled.
Yeah. Whoa. Leon's build is really solid here.
I really like the way these blues are going to clean up and make the...
Oh, is Leon gonna chain? Oh, never mind. Clears the blue.
Yeah, this build on the right for Leon here is really nice. The fact that clearing either the reds or the blues will cause the other to link up with a bunch of extra garbage.
That's so high, though. The board is so high.
Can't afford to build a stack that's that flat. You can see the spires, but they're not poking out of the ground.
Oh, I don't know. The reds on Rattz's side.
I don't know how.
Do those work?
I don't know if that works as a chain or not.
Maybe it's a throwaway. Gonna choose to wait?
No, apparently, if I'm looking at the calculator correctly, those reds
Ouch.
counted as tails.
Interesting. Ooh, the
Ratttz.
split. I don't know if that was.
I think Ratttz might have rotated it the wrong way there. Hard to say. Still has another game to lose, though.
Yep. Right now, nothing too lethal being set up, except for those blues on the Leon side. That's kind of behind.
Yeah, I think
On
Ratttz
main
is having
chain here.
a hard time deciding.
Okay, here we go. They got a bit of momentum here. Although that middle part of the board might have to go. Yep.
Ooh, I like that green-blue split. That was really nice.
Oh, is that what's happening here? Is that what's about to happen? Is the double clear with the green and blue? It could? Oh. Chooses to keep the green structure. And
Nice for it.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe the simultaneous clear would have gotten her out of that.
Might have
Bit
been
of Oz in chat.
Might have been a case of Ratttz thought that if she could survive, saving the green would win, but if she committed to the double clear, it was a guaranteed loss.
I see. Yeah, but Leon just had too much Oki to work with there.
So many split greens. Oh, it's funny how often both players end up committing to the same two colors as their, like, main colors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That's just 80. That's still 61. Okay.
Ratttz
Able
manages
to
offset
send it
a
all
lot of
back.
though. Both
And
players
now we're-
taking about the same amount of damage from that.
Yeah. Nothing to scoff at here with the... Ooh. Okay. Good idea to keep the yellows. Unfortunately, not going to be able to link it to the yellows on column 7. Oh, there's so much green on board. Look at this. On the
yeah.
side.
That links up more of them, too. Leon's board was just in such a perfect space to take damage. Just that fourth column absolutely completely...
Oh, here it comes.
Empty. Ratttz managing to offset most of it, but...
All but one.
Unfortunately, Leon still has an absolute... He's got a forest with all this green on board.
Oh, yeah. Even some nice waters with the blue. Oh wow, Ratttz actually sending that back. Risky Reds. I was doing that. Column 4.
Oh, good poke.
Ooh, good poke.
Those reds are still not accessible for Leon. Oh, 11 damage. 7? Oh. Managed to offset most of it.
Bit of stun lock there. I actually don't know what triggers that. Oh, that's 53. That's a full.
After the 33 more. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, Leon looking to take it. have the adaptations been made? Ratttz being forced to build probably a little closer to the center than she would usually like.
Yeah. Although Ratttz has a similar structure to Leon's usual build. Oh, that's not the piece, but the reds are ready.
Alright, full offset.
We're just
players are
rallying right now. Okay, both of them with blue and yellow on the board. Leon with a bit more green, though.
Pretty close to an even exchange at that point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here comes a double.
Oh, this is a good opportunity for Ratttz.
Yeah.
Oh, those yellows, though. Oh, that's gonna stick.
And then the greens. Yep.
Yeah, that's fatal.
Just that one bit of extra color. No, never say die. Reds. Gonna clear. We're still on the board. You cannot kill Pochi.
Skeleton cross dreams moment.
Yeah. Ooh, that's 20.
Yep, and the 3 lines in column 4 is going
Right.
to seal it.
GG's.
Very good games. Yes, Skeleton can cheat because when he offsets, he doesn't take damage afterwards.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in this game, or well, depending on how you look at it, but in this game, that is not the case. Leon, and I quote, "I love this video game so much."
Certainly is a video game, for sure.
Yeah, definitely definitely a feeling I can share after winning a hard-fought match like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can make dinner, Ratttz. Good.
That's another feeling I can share. Is that after a hard-fought match, to get a little snacky.
All right. And with this, I believe we are going to have Leon and Masa up next for Grand Finals.
Grand Finals.
Well, this is going to be a close one. We've got Leon coming off a hot streak. Tough win.
Yeah.
A tough win over Ratttz. But Masa is sitting comfortably on winner's side. So Leon's going to have to win 6 games.
Yeah, steeper hill to climb here. Especially if the matches go like last round.
Yeah, every round hard fought.
I do wonder which strategy will come out on top because from what I've noticed, Leon will build sort of their main chain. Once they get their double piece, they'll overwhelm their opponent with massive damage. Whereas Masa will sort of take the defensive approach and have two chains ready. One for the offset, the other to tank the incoming the garbage. So we'll have to see which strategy comes out on top. Both very strong players, though. Could go either way, to be honest.
Yeah, Masa definitely a little bit more flexible in dealing with garbage as it comes in, but Leon incredibly efficient at executing his incredibly strong strategy.
Yeah.
Right. The match has been called. And they're in. And they're
And
off.
I'm in. Oh, here we go.
And I'm in too. Pretty, aside from that one hiccup connecting to KS earlier, pretty seamless.
Yeah.
Job connecting for me today.
Earlier you mentioned that Masa has the power of green hair. I would argue that Leon's character, maybe in another life, would also have green hair.
Oh, because he's definitely not a Satan XP?
Yeah. Okay,
so in that case, isn't Leon's character working against him?
Oh, does Leon not like the green hair, or does...
I don't know, but Masa might just get the double power up.
I see, okay. Nice poke from MasaQueen. Having the vertical stack. Oh, opts to just fire? It doesn't offset at all. And the yellows are kind of buried.
Yeah, Masa had a really, a lot of yellows lined up, but unfortunately they were...
that's... You hate when that happens.
Masa,
the
Masa's
garbage being very kind.
Ooh, and the damage just hits so quickly.
Ooh, nice. And then the double...
For 14
The offense is crazy, but we're not done yet. So the board falls. Masa's gotta cook before the greens come down.
Yeah, it is. An enormous amount of damage is right
on the linking
horizon.
The greens. Oh, the double clear. Yeah, this must be...
It's not lethal, but those greens are so far away.
Okay. We are in cornered animal mode.
Masa putting in so much effort to not get caught.
Here comes the... Oh, the greens are free!
Chains! Oh, and that's so much damage!
Alright.
Alright,
so I mentioned
Masa
this. Yeah, now it's Masa's turn on the... Yeah, I mentioned this term in the Panicki's bracket, but there are certain games that are like put you in cornered animal mode where you don't just lose when you're at top board. You can fight. And Pochi is definitely one of those games. Panicki's as well. Arguably more so. So that was just the first round.
Yeah, that was a real slobber knocker for sure.
We got all sorts of funny disjointed shapes here. That is a lot.
Yeah, Masa's a very interesting build here.
Funny Puyo number.
Oh, what's the funny Puyo number of 24?
It is a Japanese number pun.
Oh.
2424. Oh wow.
Puyo. Or I guess it's Fuyo.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Alright, so the last round, kind of the complete opposite of the first round.
Yeah, a bit of a one-sided swing. Masa's weird disjointed build really paid off.
We got chains in all kinds of area codes. Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what the... Okay, we're going. Alright. There's no reds in sight. It's time.
Oh! Masa was waiting to... I think Masa was waiting to see if Leon was going to pop something. Saw him not pop something, and immediately committed to it.
Yeah, no reds in the next queue. Perfect time to strike. Good awareness from Masa. I think that might be the Puyo energy there. Screen watching. Definitely an important part of that game, and for sure in this game as well. Right now, not too many strong options from either side. Seems like Masa's got a yellow structure going here. Leon opting to be a bit annoying. Alright, we're seeing the defensive blue structure on Masa's side, as on Leon's side. Oh, that's a lot of blues incoming.
61 damage. Alright,
Ooh,
full rubber band.
Okay. But the greens are completely free?
Yeah, Masa not gonna greed at all, just gonna let the greens go right away. Trying to follow up with some Aiky, but the dig potential from Leon still pretty high with his build right now.
Okay.
So he's getting, as he gets farther from the center, it's going to be increasingly difficult for him to get out of this.
Ooh, reds and greens. Masa kind of has a lot to work with here. But those reds are really blobby. Still sending 52.
A perfect offset.
Yeah,
52
and
to
then
52.
some.
I think the 3 extra came from Masa getting a 2-chain.
Yeah. Okay. Masa is sitting pretty here in terms of advantage.
Yeah, this green chain on Masa's side is...
Just sets it off. There's nothing to fight that with.
Stuck with just the one single square left.
Masa's really good at whittling down her opponent into disadvantage.
Yeah, she's really doing a fantastic job of picking times.
Oh my god, we're playing Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah, Masa has been doing a very good job of picking opportunities to hit Leon when it forces him to pop his, like, double chain before he has an opportunity to really turn it into a lot of damage.
Yeah, when you think about it, the double chain strategy is very specific, you know.
Yeah, you need exactly the right pieces to pull it off.
Yeah, with an aggressive opponent, that could probably spell...
Wow, Masa gets the double chain that time, though. It's pretty much a perfect offset.
Yeah.
I think Leon took a little bit more damage, but... board
Just a bit more.
fairly clean.
Ooh, I don't know if that's what Masa wanted with the blues there. But Leon's sitting on some pretty spicy reds here.
Oh, gets lucky with that damage, too. Oh, the red-green double? Oh, right in time, too.
No. Oh, there's still a shot to exit. Oh, wow. There's a lot of garbage in the Ghost Road. Uh-oh. Are these blues? Oh, here they come.
55, that is almost...
That's a
lot.
lot.
Just enough damage to clean out that fourth row, or fourth column.
Okay, we are in truly dire straits here. Ooh, wow. Well,
Oh, yeah. Leon throwing in the towel, I think. Recognizing the struggle as not worth it. Now Masa looking to take the bracket. Clean 3-0. Masa is an AI designed to play Pochi.
Oh, Masa actually trying out Leon's strat here. Or, I guess according to Xerxes, the optimal strat. On both sides, actually. One with red and one with yellow. Now, the question is if Masa is going to opt for the double clear. We're doing a little poking. 75. 90. Is this enough? Oh, yes it is.
Wow.
The holy counter setups. But in terms of board state, I think
Masa definitely has the advantage here. Just
yeah,
way more access to the damage on deck.
and a very favorable next queue. 30.
Yeah, like 4 pieces in a row with reds. Yeah, the Oki wasn't there on knockdown, but it came later.
Yeah.
A delayed meaty, as it were.
We got ourselves a solid green stack from Masa here. Not too many branches.
Alright, baiting out a pretty big attack, though.
Okay. So, back and forth swing here. Looks like... Ooh, the perfect pieces to link the chain here from Leon here.
Masa getting the perfect pieces to turn.
Oh, but where are the blues? They never showed up.
Alright, with that, Masa is going to be our Puzzle Wednesday Pochi and Nyaa 5th edition champion.
Congratulations.
That, congratulations once again. Big shout outs to Leon. I think this is his first showing in a Puzzle Wednesday bracket.
And a strong one at that.
Yeah, definitely. Eliminating Ratttz is no small feat. And you as well, right? He sent you to losers.
Oh yeah,
definitely a lot of names taken for a first bracket.
for sure.
Hopefully, we'll see more of them in the future. But with the bracket concluded, let's take one last look at our upcoming events for the month of October. Next week, we have Tricky Towers, the physics-based Tetris game with a variety of game modes that can lead to some pretty interesting versus experiences. The one thing I didn't mention that is in this game last time is there are power-ups, and you can send horrible garbage to your opponent as well, which is just one of the many fun things this game offers. The following week, on October 11th, we have Money Idol Exchanger, the classic uppy-downy, for those of you who really like to exchange coins. be there. It's always one of our hypest brackets, so come on out. And then October 18th, we have one of my favorite games, Puzzle Bobble 4. The character-based Puzzle Bobble with a chain system where you can cascade your drops into continuous combos for some very funny results. Always a fun time. One of the games that really got me into versus in general. And then on October 20th, we have Mixed Match for a Friday edition. Mixed Match being a Tetris and Dr. Mario combination score attack versus game, where you race through some lines of Tetris, race to clear some viruses, and then your goal is to use your remaining time to make as many Tetrises as you can to score more points than your opponent. And not depicted here, but the next Wednesday on October 27th, we have Ghost Lop to wrap up Spooky Month. Ghost Lop being Puzzle Bobble, but you get to move your guy around, and you can switch the color of your ball to clear out ghosts of different colors. Sort of like if Ikaruga and Puzzle Bobble had a strange offshoot combination game. Another very, very fun game every time. And with that, do we have a good channel to raid? I don't Twitch very often, so I'm not sure if there's a good channel streaming anything right now. Oh yes, thank you, Notester, for reminding me. Big shout outs to our staff for making sure these events run. Kirk doing a lot of work. We also have Raspberry Floof helping on the back end tonight. Big thanks to both of them for making sure these brackets run on time. And with that, I think I'm just going to call it a night. So see you all next week.